that I would like to ask you rather if you believe that music and art perhaps become more attuned, more dependent on political considerations than when you were touring the world.
Well, these questions have come up all the time. You know, this question came up with us when we wanted to go to South Africa. Everybody said, if you play in South Africa, you are betraying Western morality or whatever, and you will be endorsing apartheid. Now, it wasn't true. The people who say this kind of stuff are the people who sit in their armchairs and never go anywhere. So my view is perhaps controversial, but I think that if you refuse to go to a country because of the politicians, you wouldn't go anywhere. You know, so to me, the important thing of music and art is to cross these barriers, and you play to people. South Africa is a good example. We went to the only place where we could play in a non-segregated environment, and we spoke our mind, and we met people. I met people of all colours, all persuasions, and we were able to, because we said what we felt, we were able to be part of what was going on and influence what's going on. So to me, the great thing, maybe the greatest thing about music and art is that it can unite people. And the unity of normal, common people is the strength that will head off the politicians with their insane missions of power.
Mm-hmm. If I can continue on this interplay between music and politics, I mentioned the Islamic State earlier, this terrorist group, and one of the first things they do on the territories they control is to ban music, both local and domestic. And I wonder, as a musician, if you believe that this ban is even sustainable in the long term. Can people live without melody, without singing, without dancing?
Wow, it's horrible. I mean, I do find that very frightening. Anything which limits people's freedoms in any way is horrible and terrifying and backward looking, you know, and I think ISIS is truly terrifying. I don't have the answers to your question. I mean, there have been societies, and there are societies as we speak, that are very repressed, and it does happen, yeah. But I think people always find a way in the end to reclaim their freedoms.
Well, Dr. May, we have to take a very short break now, but when we come back, have we